Going to continue with our game of Oxygen Not Included. At the end of the last stream, we had boxed off the large battery bank. We were vacuuming it out. I allowed it to run for a little while, but it didn't completely vacuum it out. Let's get into it. I apologize for any background noise you may hear during this episode. I don't live in a recording studio, and there's lots of bells and people cutting grass and all sorts of sounds in the back. I quite like it. It's fine by me. I don't mind it, but the people's opinions may differ. So, let's see. What are we going to do here? Right. Get into it. Do we have any sounds or no sounds? Yes, we do have sounds. Ah, we have sound. Excellent. Hopefully the background noise won't be so loud and distracting that you can't hear me. Right, so we're going to come under here, and the first thing I'm going to do to this one is wrong thing. No, I'm going to do ventilation, and we're going to put a gas valve. Now, we could use the gas shutoff there, but the valve is adjustable. So we can at least tell it how much we want to go in. We can always put a shutoff before the valve if we want to. All right. Oh, and then we'll put another one. This just gives us the ability to stop the flow if we don't want anything in there. That's the problem with that, is I don't like these ladders in my way. Get rid of them. Put it there so we can line it up perfectly. Excellent. So this is busy pumping out. I'll show you in here under the gas tab. The chlorine hasn't spread. What's happened is it's got thinner, so to speak. There's less pressure of oxygen because it's been pumping all that out. So what was there of chlorine that was just in this corner has thinned out across this whole area down to like 140 grams or so. As this all oxygen and whatever polluted oxygen gets pumped out of here, see they've formed a little X shape. If I go into wrong button, that one, actually no, that one was the right button. You can see they're only pumping out small amounts, all they're getting at the moment. So it's going to take a while. That's just the end of it. That's already been built, so let's pop another one onto, not that one, please. That loop there will be for just running coolant through to cool down some other areas, because this will probably get pretty chill, I should think, with two of these anti-entropy thermonullifiers running. We could use a bit of that chill by spreading it around a bit, and just instead of just having a cold box sat in the corner that we can't access. That will give us the ability to adjust the flow of that that's inside there, because I don't want like pipes full of solid amounts, 10 kilos of, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to me. It shouldn't get cold enough to freeze it anyway, but yeah, it just feels a bit better regulated. Meanwhile, we've got the hydrogen we're going to need in this tank and this tank, but we're going to need a lot more than like 10 grams a second. So we're going to have to build something. I was thinking of building something with this saltwater geyser. We can then convert the salt to water and then use the water for oxygen. The hydrogen part of it will power this. The oxygen part will end up becoming liquid oxygen, along with the rest of the hydrogen that we won't need. This is, I think it's catching up again now. Yeah, I've put that temperature right up to 180. It's not the best, but by the time it's come through here and then dropped into this tank, this should cool it down. I think we will swap that over to this one now. Or, there is steam in here. Small amount, but it is technically. We open these two blocks here. That naphtha would sit there and cause an airlock. Problem is, it's the naphtha we actually want to remove. So, yeah, if we did these two dead, some of the water would come out, sure, but we can put water back in. That's not a problem. And that little blob of water that sits right here would prevent any oxygen, any the steam getting out. Keep our vacuum going. And then we could mop that nasty piece of naphtha out, get rid of it, get rid of that pipe. Rather annoying and distracting in here. Well, we're going to try it. What have we got down here? Well, yeah, we've got stuff that we don't really want water dripping down here. Oh, well, water's already down here, so a little more won't hurt, will it? Yeah. Oh, I know where that came from. That came from this major spillage over here that's occurred. I think it was from when yeah, see, this is all locked still. When they're doing the research, they'll come in and they'll actually be able to mop some of this. That door's locked. Because, yeah, this is probably on... Let's pick another research and it might actually open it up. It's because we haven't done we haven't got any more data banks. So we go to space. But we're just doing what we can get done while we're waiting. Done the other three. We must have found a data bank there and did one there. I'd pick another one of these. Yeah, let's pick the... yeah, that one looks good. I'll start doing the research again. Which means when he gets round to this... errands, is he going to come? It's because it's 100 rad bolts, this door is automatically locked by the automation. That's right. Locks the door. As soon as that door unlocks, people can get in here and mop. And if they get trapped in there, they can get out. So it just prevents them constantly grabbing too much uranium or... Uh-oh, moppage. Uh-oh, that's a bad thing, isn't it? That's very bad. Shouldn't have been anything there that was liquefiable, because we swept it all out. I do want that on an emergency, please. Somebody mop that right there. Yep. Just keep mopping, just keep mopping. You know you like it. Where did this go? Ah, well, that's convenient. It landed in there. Not the best, but you know. At least it didn't go down the bottom. Too much liquid. Uh-oh. Oh, we'll let it drip then. And then we'll mop it up. I'll brick it in later. That's fine. Okay. So now the next plan is to not panic. Now we'll mop all of this, because as soon as he stops mopping, just goes everywhere. Yeah, we swept everything wet out of here as far as I was aware. Oh, there's a bit of ice in that hole. There's a bit of snow in there too. Get rid of that as well. Is there any polluted ice? No. Well, I don't want that dripping in here, so when we destroy that layer, so I'll put a block there and I'll push that out and make a mess. But it's fine. If it's dripping in that tank, we can leave it down there. That's just for... Well, you mind my pen and scan. That's just to make it rain in here. Keep that cool there. As long as it's colder than 100, it'll rain in here. Rain and rain. Might have to put a couple of pipes in here that are a bit more like metal pipes. They can transfer the temperature a little bit better. Yeah, we can block this and delete that tile. It's not a problem. Look at these. These are nearly running up max. That's why we need our battery bank finished. We can't do anything until it's pumped out. It needs to pump out. Nothing we can do, really. Someone build a tile there, and then we'll have to mop it all again. And if a bit more drips down, it's not too much of a problem, as long as it's not going into the oil biome. I think we're going to have to build mesh tiles here and mop this up. Yeah. Bit of a mess. Yeah, we found water at the end of the last episode, and it was in here. Obviously, it spilt down here, spilt in here, and dripped down. And it was all over here. Didn't go in there. One of the few places it didn't go. Oh, these have to be set, don't they? Are they set? They look a bit dark. No, they are set. Okay. The bells are going nuts behind me. You're in the background. You can hear. There's a church. I've learnt to just blank them or ignore them, or I quite actually like them, so it doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, I do apologise. Yeah, we mopped up all the water. I think it came from when I did this system here. I was readjusting pipes. I think I probably had deleted a pipe that had water in it or something. I didn't realise. It was clean water though. You're going to destroy a pipe and have water all over your base. At least it's clean. Bubbles is still doing research but on the other machines. Yeah. Never mind. I will also deconstruct that piece of ladder there because people are jumping off. Yeah, no. I know what that was for. I did that on purpose so that if people drop things, they land here instead. They don't have to go all the way down the bottom to find it. You're enjoying yourself, Niz? No, this water at this end is actually going down. You're mopping the entire thing from there. Cool. I don't think you can mop the entire thing. We have to actually put mesh tiles in. Wow, Gene, you're in a hurry for that water, aren't you? Wait to grab that, could you? Ugh, mesh tiles. That means... Oh, we can delete them afterwards, it's not a problem. We'll need a lot of steel down here at some point anyway, so if we build those out of steel and delete them, there'll be a lot of steel down here. You enjoying yourself? Mopping all that water up? Been there for ages. Look at that facial expression. He loves it. Not. Right, you take care. You enjoy yourself. Look how much water we got in here. We got to figure out how we're going to cool it. If that water gets up to this level, you know. Ah, we've got more polluted dripping down, which means I've built that block. Now we can mop that again. Again. And we'll just tell him to stop mopping because he can go and mop up there instead. Once they've built these tiles, check on the... Actually, it's easier to see on this one, on liquid. You can actually mop mesh tiles. Although this tile is crude, this tile is technically the water floating on crude. But you can't mop that because it's in the air. But you can mop a mesh tile. When they've put mesh tiles in here, you can mop them all. So I'm thinking a nice diamond spike down here. Right down here. And a bunch of steam turbines on top. And a room full of water. Now, as long as any water didn't get in here, I'd be kind of annoyed if it did. There is a bit there we've got to deal with, but that will come later. I'll let them finish this and then we can mop that. Anything dripping now? No, good. That's petroleum. Somehow it got pushed to this side when I realised there wasn't enough petroleum to layer the whole thing. Well, Gene's doing it now. Perhaps Nisbet will come and help. No, Ruby's coming to help. No, Ruby isn't coming. Problem is, it's so bloody cold here. Some of it is actually turning to ice. And then turning to water. And then turning to ice again. So, yeah, we'll get all that. Before I dig all this out, we're not going to dig all this out. It's going to be gone. It's annoying at the moment. Wow, the bells. I wonder if it's something to do with the coronation yesterday. Bells are just joyous today. That's liquid sweep. or any of that decides to turn into something icy or something. I don't know if it can once it's in a bottle. I don't think so. Hey. Stop disappearing just when I've mopped you. Come on. Where is everybody? Where's the gang? It's going to drip off the edge again. I'm not too bothered, to be honest, really. Because we can sort this out. There's 2 tiles now. We can either... no, if we put a mesh tile there, it'll just stay as polluted water. So we'll have to put a brick each side. Bricks on top and then bricks diagonally to delete that. It'll just vanish from the game. Existing. Yeah, it's dripping off the edge. It's not a problem. We can sort that out. Let's check the pressures in here. Change it to gas. That's chlorine, so it's still probably about the same as it was. This has definitely gone down. 100 grams, right in the far corner. And about 100, just over 100 there. So we'll just let it pump. Yeah, this is getting smaller and smaller amounts. It'll take a while. It'll take a while. But we've got time because we don't have the required volume that I would like to have of hydrogen lying around. Enabled, waiting for materials, insufficient lime. Well, yeah. This will be fine. Now this is my problem here. That has grown up, but it's in the same room as the eggs. So this guy's going to be very angry. He needs to be wrangled out of there. And we need a separate room that's not with the eggs. That's what I was thinking of. Deconstruct. Hopefully they can do that before they get attacked. Go. Hug an egg. Oh, it's National Hug an Egg Day. That's lullabied. I don't know how the egg knows it's been lullabied. No. Wrangle surplus. 0. Oops. Sorry, you've got to wrangle him again now. Aha! Rid of those 2. So what we've got to figure out... No, hang on. They're the wrong 2 to get rid of. Cancel 2. Actually, copy these settings. Copy that one to that one. And copy that one to that one. And we'll delete those 2 instead. That's right. Reason being, this one is... and we find them the babies, the poker shell spawn. So when they take them out there, they bring them in here. And when they grow up in here, this one is set to 0 and the adult poker shell. Then they'll wrangle them out and put them in here. I'd forgotten to set that to 0. So he brought the adult to that one. It was set to 0. It was set to 20. Well, he's supposed to take the adults in here, out of this room. But now they've got to wrangle this guy again. And hopefully they will take him to this one instead. That's adults only. And it's set to 20. Be set to 8, really. Hey, there's more mopping to do up here. So much mopping to do. Get rid of it all, would you? Shouldn't be anything... Place a ladder there. Ladders. You'll make that lower down. Might have to do ladders quite far along because it'll become too full. And then you won't be able to mop it. That poor Liam there, he's having a grand old time. Mopping goes so much quicker when there's more than one of you. Yeah, we've got a little bit of an issue there. Every time he mops, another patch appears. Perhaps we've got infinite polluted water syndrome. We can mop it forever. Yeah, just build some ladders segments in there and that'll lower that down. Stop it dripping over the edge at least. Might have to build ladders right up to here. Make it thin enough to mop. It should stop it dripping all the time. Hit that end one, would you? We need a ladder there anyway, really, don't we? Yeah, we do, I suppose. Probably not the right spot for it. We can go right up to there. Get rid of that block we put in. Now it should hopefully stop dripping everywhere. Theoretically. Because it's really cold. There's some areas here that are -10 for some reason. From the temperature. Yeah, some of this is really cold here. And this isn't even turned on yet. How cold that area is. Once we've busted this open, that should stop the problem. But I don't want polluted water dripping down here if I can help it. Not yet. What we'll have to do with this mess is put a block either side. Block on the top. And then when those are built, we'll build blocks diagonally and that'll delete that. And you just vanish. But next time we come back and see that they've finished that. Right, I haven't deleted these yet though, we want those got rid of. These been wrangled and put in there. We're only grooming them and everything for now. Once we got more of them, I don't think we need to groom them anymore. As long as they lay one egg before they die, should be good. That bit of steel can be swept out of here. That one's got to go as well. Someone come and do that. We need the sweeper to be able to reach the eggs that drop here and that. I didn't leave myself enough room. I should have left a little bit more space. Could have shifted this over, but I don't want to move it again if I can figure out a way of not doing it. It might have to be done, just, you know. A bit of steel there that can go as well now. So we need to keep these in a different room to these. But if I move this sweeper up, he can't reach the eggs. Could move that down, I guess, and move the sweeper along by one. But then we'd have to move that again. Yeah. That doesn't necessarily have to be in another room. If it doesn't, then we could put the doors here, move that back to there where it was, and just have these in this room. That would work, he said, hopefully. Sweep that away. Deconstruct this door. Construct that door. We'll try. Rebuilding the doors there. I can't build that one until the thingy's moved. That's fine. I would actually prefer that not being able to see in this room anyway. We'll be putting it back where it was. And we'll move that to there. We'll keep that one where it is. That's for the spawn, the babies. We're going to try just keeping it in this room. Because when they hatch in here, they're technically trussed. They're wrangled. They take them out and they put them in the relevant place, wherever that may be. We need to make sure that that room, wherever these guys are, is a separate room to where the eggs are, so they're not angry. They don't attack our dupes when our dupes come to sort them out. I haven't attacked them yet, but that doesn't mean they won't. You can deconstruct that fella as well for me. While you're there, I can put that one further along. No. Yeah, one further along will be grand. That's fine. Conductive wire. That can go, and then we'll put the door back there. Oops. Actually, you don't really need to deconstruct that. It can just stay there. Get rid of that piece of lead. Get rid of that iron ore. See how that works. That might work. Huh? Question mark then. What? Right. So the baby should be taken out of there and put here. Spoke shall spawn. When it grows up, it'll be taken out. I'm not too sure whether or not the baby in here the egg in here will count towards an egg being in the room. We'll see. Find out when it grows up. If it does, then we will have to put we can put door there, airflow tile there, and a door here. That would technically make that its own tiny little room. Ah! Have we finally stopped the rot? I would like all liquids swept up, please. Get rid of them. Them out of here. You keep liquefying. I will also change it to liquefiable as well and see if there's any more. Creep up in here. Yeah, get all that horrible stuff. It's off-gassing everywhere. Annoying. Get it out of here. Now, I don't really want junk falling in here if I can help it, so might be a case of just building a few tiles above. Like that, just to stop it falling in here. I don't care if it lands down in this stuff. Make it a little bit longer. One more each side. That way when we destroy all of this, nothing's going to drop in there. It doesn't really matter if it does. It'll just get cooled. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be going down, does it? 100 grams. That's on gas pressure. Oh yeah, crikey, look at this. The polluted oxygen is really stretched now. But it will be a lot thinner spread, if you know what I mean. Where it was one tile of, say, 2,000, it'll be... Oh, even this has raised up quite a lot. Some of this is actually being pumped out now. That's the chlorine gas on the bottom layer. Yeah, you can see some of the green tiles there. They're chlorine, and the blue are oxygen. But it's actually pumping mostly chlorine out now. Tiny amounts, but it's still pumping it out. Yeah, leave it to it. That'll become a vacuum eventually, one day. Sometime, maybe. Get all that swept up. Lovely job, lovely job. Ah, once they've swept up those bottles... I've forgotten where they're taking them, but once they've swept them up and got rid of them... They're not taking them in here, I noticed. No, not there. Here. Yeah, there is a bottle there, but it's not set. Where is they? Oh, they're taking them to here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. That's good. Ooh, something in the pod. Mole hands, unconstructive, loner, shriveled. No, we'll take Barbie. Yeah, I thought that would happen. Look at this. All our workers are running on the wheel. Well, it probably wouldn't do them any harm. Let's see what your yeah, machinery athletics is already 20 though, Ashcan. I'm sure you don't need it any harm. And 26, 22. Yeah, you can't even improve, Otto. Yeah, Frankie can. You two do not need to be in here. So let's default to no. And then we'll set Ashcan. Where's Ashcan? Ashcan. Oh, actually, we'll default everybody can leave, but nobody can come in. That way we can set, say, Frankie to be allowed in. I suppose. And, who was that new guy we just added? No. Wasn't stinky. No, let's go to priorities. I think it adds them at the bottom in priorities. Yeah, Nails was the new guy. We need to set Nails operating at high. I'll make him come in here. And we need to find Nails. In the list. He's at bottom as well. Okay. Nails is allowed in. Ashcan, get out and do some work. Otto, get out and do some work. Instead of hiding in here, wrangle that guy up as well. Get rid of him. You're supposed to be making food, mate. Now, I let them in to build this. So we'll suppress that because that's annoying. And I want them all set to say a 5. These are set to 1 and he still came in here to do it. Crikey. Must have had nothing left to do, literally. Because he's locked in the base and he can't leave. Right, go and see if there's any cooking to do. We want Nails to come in here. I don't know where Nails actually is. We want him in here. Look at those. On the phone, dancing. They get a higher bonus when they're phoning someone on a different colony. That's good. How many we've got in here? My word. Crikey. Okay, we'll have to figure out something for that. That will be for later. I want to see when this guy grows up. If he's angry because there's an egg inside the incubator. If he's not, then we're just fine. If he is, we'll just have to put some doors in. More doors. More door? Golem. Right, so, yeah. I think we'll keep that. Yeah, that looks nice to me. Looks plausible. That can all go now. Get rid of it. And that should, hopefully, say that, did I? I did say. What's the pressure like around here? It's not as bad as I thought. It's because they're pumping out such tiny amounts, really. So I think it is going down. It's just sweet time to do such things as these. That's going to be our vent to fill this room with hydrogen. We're going to fill it with hydrogen and then we're going to leave it. Going to brick it up, brick this in, destroy all this, fans and everything, pumps, and it won't be necessary. Connect that to the main grid. I'm not going to do it now because they'll get hot and we haven't got any coolant for them. Let's get back down here and see what's going on. We need to get rid of this salt water out of here. But at least now we can actually put these up against that. Not that one. Yeah, we're going to pump this water out. It's a bit... when this is running, it's all right now, but when it's running, it comes at 95C, which is too hot for these plants. Only like 85C. Usually it drops a few degrees anyway when it first comes out. So there. Now I'd like to dig both of these tiles all the way up. Yeah. Probably bad because it means you can't jump across to do work. I want to kind of brick this in at least to there. Actually, let's not do this top bit then. No, cancel please. Pressing the wrong buttons. Right, yeah, we'll come to say about there. It needs to be higher than the vent, so that the vent will stifle itself when it's full. That way you don't have to do anything. The vent will just stifle. Yeah, you can dig all that as well, please. That bit can stay. That way we can get in here to dig stuff. Have to have a ladder there. Because they can't reach. Nice. Get rid of all that eventually and we'll clear this whole space. We'll have a nice open area. We'll build some kind of oxygen machine. I want one of those ones that can just overpressure. We'll think of a design for one of those and make something, see if it works. I use the same... excuse my scan. I use the same... frozen. Let's have a swig of drink. Yeah, they use the same sort of setup with electrolyzers, but you flood them. And they still run because you flood them with such a tiny amount of liquid. And then you put like oxygen one side and hydrogen the other side. And the game will automatically just push the hydrogen towards the hydrogen side. And the oxygen. Well, that was bright, wasn't it? Who's up there? Nisbet and Camille. Nope. What's down here that you can reach? Sediment granite. Granite there and sedimentary there. So let's go granite. Yep. As soon as you see them turn when you place it, you know that they've got it right. Now you can get down from there. Can't get down from there, you can get down from a duck. Right, now deconstruct that again. And try not to make such a stupid mistake. And place a tile made of granny in there. Push that out. Put one in there as well if you like. And there. What's that? That's neutronium. It's really hard to see. So dark. It's more brighter on the recording than it is on the game itself. There we go. Brick that up. Dig that out. That should drop into here so we won't have too much off-gassing going on. There we go. Perfect. Now I was going to brick it in with thingy tiles, insulated tiles, but it's not that high up. So it's only to, say, there. So I'm fine with using a bit more steel. At the moment, steel is technically a renewable resource, so we're fine. Sounds like we're wasting it all the time. Ah, oh, don't do that, you bloody idiots. Yeah, do you know what they were building it out of? Uranium. No. No, you're not building it out of uranium. Oop, that's got to go downwards, hasn't it? Yep. And deconstruct you. Hopefully that didn't drop some uranium somewhere in here, but if it did, they should automatically come and sweep that up and take it back to the proper room where the uranium belongs. They might need some ladders and stuff up here. Deconstruct that. I love it when they come in with materials and they go, oh, lunch. And just walk off. So I think we have to fix the pipes now because that can't flow. Reconnect that. We've taken away its container, but there's a container at the top, so it doesn't need one. Ladders in here. Yeah, they should be able to reach most of that. Put ladders along here, and we'll probably do all the way along here with pinch of pepper nuts. Pinch of pepper plants, sorry. They can sound at 5, I don't worried about those. Ah, look at this. Let's see how this temperature is. Ooh, really cold around here, and it's not had any hydrogen whatsoever. Cold patch. Interesting. Wonder why. Probably because I dug all the ice out and it all fell to the bottom. But there you go. Let's also dig, say, those two out and those two out. Try not to get trapped. Do what you're like for getting trapped. Dig whatever you can reach. Let me just buzz back down to our gymnasium and see if Nails is in here. Frankie's just running for the sheer hell of it now, I think. Yeah, well, it's fine. You can get your athletics up. Don't mind. Clean his teeth. Oh yeah, his teeth are down there, aren't they? Crikey. One of these going to grow up anytime soon. I want to sweep, but I don't want to sweep eggs. I want to sweep everything except for eggs. So we'll just turn critter egg off. And we'll sweep all this crap that we knocked down from above. They can all go. Let's see if those bricks got built. In the polluted, they did. So we will just brick in at an angle like that. I'll prioritise that so we can watch. Somebody should come and do that forthwith. Errands. It's on a high priority, so they should come pretty quick. Come on, jogging along, and that will just delete it from the game. It'll be gone. Gone. Now I can deconstruct, well, go buildings because we don't accidentally delete the pipe. Now if I click there, the pipe has not got a deconstruct order, right? I want to accidentally do that. When we've done that, the water will spread across anyway. It's been pushed up, that's why it's blocked that pressure, that vent. But it'll be fine in a minute. So, how long until you go dormant? Oh, yeah. So we're going to come up here. We're going to go in. No, that's the output, isn't it? We're going to go in this way, round there and back out. And then carry on round. And we would have to bypass this. We need a pipe just there to bypass that. Right. So we're going to rejoin. So it still goes in that tank. Going to be going through this one instead of this one. That way we can put this temperature to a much more sensible 127. Let that build back up again. It's just losing its temperature in here anyway, so it didn't really matter. It's cooling it right down really fast. I don't know if we're just going to pump this into here and be done with it, or pump it straight into whatever we're going to build. I think that little bit isn't going to break this granite. The pressure from this running might, if it didn't have airflow tiles in the way. Could potentially put so much pressure on this tile that it would break. Which is why I wanted to do something about it. Having 44-degree water sat on top kind of puts it in a beautiful temperature for these plants. So not too bad. Leave it sat there for a while. When we dig this bit out, all this will flow down there as well. You can start digging these out. You can remove, I can go down 3 tiles from the ladder, so I can dig down to there. Slowly work our way through it until everything's down the bottom. Could just march through here, I suppose, and dig all this out. That's okay, it's fine. Not in a hurry. Is there a suit being made? Oh, somebody dropped bleach stone on their way in. Off gassing. Ah, there we go. Atmo suit just got delivered. So that will be taken around. Has this still got 8 critters in here? Yes, we could potentially just murder all of these. I'll let them grow up, because I don't think you get anything off of them if they're babies when you kill them. You don't get any. When they're grown up, you get their fleece. Yeah, grab some steel. That one's set to lime and oakshell malt to lime, eggshell to lime. And we will automate once we, over here, we will put in some sweep for any malts when they die. I think you get an eggshell when it's born, and then you get 1 malt, and then you get a second malt when it dies. I think, something like that. In their lifespan, you get like 3 parts out of them. You get a tiny one for the baby, I think. Or something, I can't remember. Okay. Now they're in here building these. We can get them actually how they need. They need to be pumped with polluted water, I think. Now, what do they want? Phosphorate and polluted water. Yeah. I'd rather automate the delivery of phosphorate to here first. Maybe this area is just enough, because that would be, if we put a sweeper in, sweeping arm, auto sweeper, if we put that in just close enough to deal with all of those, including the naturally growing one. Yeah, So that goes there. That goes one more that way. In fact, I'm going to cancel this side then. We'll just put one more there. Make sure it's pointing down. There's got a little arrow on it. You know which way up it is. Dig that out. That way one sweeper can deal with all these plants. We can deal with that side later if we want. But for now, this will work. That obviously meant that they had access to the uranium ore, which hopefully means they've mopped that mess up. And they have. It's all mopped out. Apart from this tile here that they couldn't mop. I don't think there's anything there to mop. No. Yeah, there's another glossy Draco. Have to manually kill him now. It's unlikely that he would get in here when it shuts. No, it's possible. And I'm not sure if it's long enough to drown one anyway. You're going to grow up soon, guys. I think it takes 5 days, doesn't it, for them to grow up? That one's age 4, so he should grow up to an adult very soon. 5-day-old adults. Feels like they run the country, right? We got loads of food for them. That's shocking. I'm surprised. How long? The arrow's pointing up. So he's changing 1 day per cycle. Yes, well that makes sense, doesn't it? But I do want to see. I'll probably miss it, but yeah, never mind. No, it's going down. Look, 70 grams per tile in the farthest reaches. Let's have a look at it now. See if that's spread a bit. Top one's doing mostly oxygen. I think the bottom one's getting oxygen and chlorine still. As that oxygen gets thinner and thinner, start getting... It's much easier to pump out one gas rather than several different gases. Then it doesn't block the pipe with that one gas. It's going to take more. You can only pump one element at a time. So, let's see. Yeah, I don't want to connect it yet. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to see about this thing. Have we got any convenient power nearby that we could power it from? Yeah, we have. That's right, use up all the copper. Why not? Now, one way you can do these, power them from above, and then put a switch on each one, and then you can have them all on the same power line, and just turn them off and on as and when you want to use them. This clothing refashionator. Oh, the exosuit forge isn't even powered anymore. Are you? Weepy. You're enjoying that on your head. Is it heavy? Oh, hang on. You got a problem. AP. Dustbin full. Oh well, I think we are going to remove that off of your head. Remove. Yeah, we're going to put that over here. We're going to have our double helix. Not letting us select it. Should let us select it. Yeah, now it is. Someone put that over there, would you? Sleepy needs rebuilding. There's nothing in there. But he thinks there is, so weird. Info, deconstruct. Sorry, sweeps. We'll build a new sweeps. We'll build a new one. He's drinking coffee. Espresso. Did you enjoy that? Drank espresso. It's a little buff for that. How are we doing? Gonna grow up yet? You can see by this dial how far under progress it's got if you didn't notice. The more green it is, the closer it is to being done. We could automate that so we're not using so much power on it. Should do that really, shouldn't we? Yeah. Until we've got the power sorted out. At the end you don't give a damn because you've got so much power coming out your ears. There we go, automation. Some people use a timer. I just use a cycle sensor, it works just as well. Pop it there. Bit of automation work, like that. See, I might put it underneath. There. And cancel that bit. Or we can set it to only come on for like 25% of the day. Doesn't need to be on that long as they come and hug the egg. That'll do. I'm going to grow up. And if you grow up, are you going to be angry? There's an egg in the room. I want to know how that works. Bit of steel there can go. I'm not sweeping the sand. I don't see the point. They need sand. They can come and get it, can't they? There'll be loads of it in here. I mean, where are you going to put it? If we sweep the sand, I'll probably just end up just adding it to this, so it will dump here. They'll be coming over here to get sand. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Just seems a bit pointless. I'm watching you, guy. I bet you I'll miss it when he grows up. You can't get that nub unless we build ladders and stuff. We'll do that after we've drained this water. Get rid of that now. Rid of that bit. Probably get rid of another layer underneath. Why not? What are you collecting? No. Tiny amounts of granite. Traps him up there, hopefully. Our excavation just went up, Ruby. Nice. Run over there and do that one. Beautifully done, guys. Beautifully done. Just how we have become accustomed. And if this heat coming out of this is too hot, we can surround this. There's enough room here to put a layer tiles around. We can still get in underneath them. Walk around, which is useful. So if I start planting these now, they're going to start messing around, and I don't want them doing that. We do have a pump set in here that was linked to this extra water in the loop. Oh, that has actually been set up now. Excellent. So let's deconstruct those liquid pipes. Deconstruct those. Yeah, liquid pipes. They can all go at the moment. That piece there can go just so I can see clearly. It's a bit confusing with pipes going everywhere. So let's have a bit of sandstone insulation on that piece. And then we can flip that over and run from there. Excellent. Get it out of that room. Don't want it in here anymore. Changed my mind. In order to do that, you'd probably need 3 turbines on that. I thought it would easily cope with a thermal aqua tuner and an aluminium volcano. It seems like, you know, it just doesn't get cool enough to chunk that out at a reasonable temperature. Okay, so that will do that. That'll do that. When that grows, I think we can have this ladder here. Try and plant. It probably wouldn't. Yeah, it's grayed out because there's a ladder in the way. Deconstruct. Oh, that means he's going to be in the way too. Oh, nuts. Okay, well, he can come down by 1 then. We need those up to plant them. I don't think you can plant it from there. Maybe you can. Okay, we'll see. Put a second ladder there as well then, just to help out. Gonna do that. Might as well add that one. Make that a proper ladder. Excellent. Right. Now we'll have to bring this sweeper down. Bit annoying. See how desperate for granite he was. Grab that little tiny piece. You're gonna grow up yet? He's age 2. He's age 4. Let's see. Grow up. And I bet you the moment he grows up will be when that spawn, that hatches. I still won't be able to tell. There won't technically be an egg in here. I never tried that before, so we'll see. Come on. Okay. I'm going to click that and I'm going to set that to say 20% of the day. We'll make sure it's on a part of the day when there's at least 1 or 2 ranchers awake. Might have to adjust what time of the day it is at. Age 5. No, he's still not grown up. I thought they grew up at age 5. Oh well. Maybe not. Incorrect. There's nil point. Do that. A bit of that. Now running down here to get little bits of granite. Want that ladder removed, don't I? Yes, please. Move that down. Excellent. It's all dripping off the edge. I don't mind. Leave that there. It'll help to keep this right temperature. Dig all of that out and it looks great. I love it. Build tiles off to the edge there. And doing that on a 5. That's brilliant. Perfect. Run that layer off as well. I bet you're picking up granite, aren't you? Yeah, you're really desperate for granny. They're probably filling these containers here. I think they were set to granite. See, how much granite do we have compared to igneous? Thing is, that's a mixture of granite and igneous, right? We could just drop the granite on the floor and let them do igneous because we've got so many volcanoes on this place. We can make igneous in the future. Solid magma. And then you use a what are they things called? A robo miner to mine it out. And it turns into a little piece of igneous rock. Perfect. So let's dig through there. And I think I will come up a little bit higher with that deal. Just 2 blocks. 2 blocks higher. Perfect. Then we can come in here. Come in at the top here. We can go down 3 tiles. Just come to say there so that nothing leaks outside. And then using all the, what's in here, granite and sedimentary. So we use a bit of granite. Go 2 away from the edge in case we want to put a pump by the corner. Well, say, I don't know where to, somewhere there for now. Right on top of that pinch of pepper plant. Also, we can't do that. We'll have to wait until they're down there, and then we'll put some ladders in, because it won't let you. It should let you put ladders in. So we're going to put that there instead, right on the mains line. Deconstruct the top one. Because that pinch of pepper won't grow with him there. I don't think so, anyway. Right, let's see. Yeah, it won't let me click plant. Didn't think it would. It should do in the others because it's only wires and pipes. Yeah, that is now ready to press, but I don't want to press it yet, because then they'll be running over with tiny amounts of, what's it called? Phosphorite. Whereas we can put a storage bin or two here. What about those gas pipes? Can we get rid of those, please? Yes, please. What's the temperature of this coming out of here? 41. We could actually run that up the top here in the future and actually use that. Keep these at a good temperature. Use like just a normal pipe, not even a radiant one. Run it right next to the plants. They get the right temperature. I'll be a little bit careful with the temperature of the water, but it's 42 at the moment, so that's not bad. Pump the water up here. We've already got the pump in place. In fact, I will reconnect that pump. But you can start. It goes up here, goes there, jumps over this, and fills this tank. And this tank is our automatic. If there's a space in the cooling loop, it automatically fills it with a blob 10K packet of polluted water. And if any are partial packets for any reason, like this, coming down here, that's a partial packet, only 6K. It won't do anything while that pipe is blocked. It can't go anywhere. But it just automatically extends your cooling loop. We can use this pipe to come up and feed these. Our cooling loop is coming in here, so got to be a little bit careful where we run it, because this is going to be hot. 47 degrees, some of it. Yeah, 42, 48. So if we run it up here and through the door, we'll probably make the door quite hot, I would have thought. Life of the plant. That might be better to go slightly differently. I'll have to think of that, how to do that. Could go straight here with this pipe and miss this out, and then we could use this piece to jump over and go and feed these. That would probably be better. So we'll put a little piece of pipe insulated right there. We can borrow that piece. I only extended it over here because the buddy bud was too hot to grow. So yeah, he wasn't growing. So I put the cooling loop around him. And that way we get floral scent in here instead of like nasty gases, slime lung. These are doing all right. Rid of most of the slime lung. In fact, we can probably put another one in down here. Put a bit of gold. Who needs gold when you've got lead? No, we use gold. Fine, it's fine, it's fine. Wrong. Up one. That's better. And that is already on. Oh, it's on this power. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. We powered it from that. But that is powered from the main grid anyway, so we're not bothered. People shouting around outside. Well, he's not angry. And this should say, wrangle him out of here. Auto wrangle, poke shell. Errands. Available errands. Can't see an errand. Want to see if they actually wrangle him. Somebody's got food poisoning. Eating a germ-covered pincher pepper nut. What the fuck are you eating pincher pepper nuts for? I need to go to consumables. Mind my French, I do apologise. Eating pincher pepper nuts. What's that? That's a spindly grubfruit. That's a bristleberry. Well, don't eat those. Grubfruit, yeah. Whoa, it moved. Grubfruit can go. Roast grub. What have we got up here, actually? Roast grubfruit nut can go back on, yeah. Barbecue. I'd rather they didn't eat the seafood, because we can keep that for later. What have we got? Seafood. Grubfruit preserve. Cooked seafood. Yeah, we'll turn that off. And save that for later on. Barbecue, cooked seafood, muckroot. I don't want anyone eating muckroot, so that's off. Roast grubfruit nut, pickled meal. Don't want anyone eating meat, bare meat. No, that's off. And omelettes people can eat. Yeah, I don't mind people eating omelettes. Now what's that? Pickled meal. Yeah, we've got a little bit to get rid of. They might as well eat it. Barbecue is on. Grapefruit preserve is on. What's that one? Cooked seafood is off now. And these are the pills. Okay, fine. Well, he's not angry, but he's not being wrangled out. So I think we do need to make this a different room then. So I will place a door there. Door there. Don't need to move anything. We just need a tile. Need an airflow tile. There. That will make this a different room. We'll have to wrangle him out ourselves if he gets trapped in there. Game save. Have a drink. Orange juice today. With bits. We call it. Yeah, I thought they would jump over the fence if we did it like that. Wasn't sure, but I thought so. Was going to get rid of this one. Put our airflow tile there. Ooh. Colony achievement. What was it? I didn't see it. Oh well, never mind. My computer lagged at the wrong moment. Every time I do that, it does that. So. Boom. Hey, what are you doing going that route? That's a weird route. We'll have to wrangle him out ourselves now because he got trapped in there. They're all going through. You confined, yeah, you got to be wrangled as well then. What's the pressure like in there? Not bad at all. Well, that'd be really high pressure. Two pumps and they're just working hard, but they're just getting nowhere very fast. I need to see in here and I can't really see clearly. You can probably see clearer than me what's diggable and what isn't in here. I think I'll try and see if that's diggable and that's diggable. Rid of those and I'll bring this ladder up a little bit higher. I don't want any of that polluted in that getting in here. We'll do that and then we'll probably pop a ladder there and there or something so we can see what we're doing. And I would like to put a block there, I think. We'll put a tile. That's not a tile, that is. I don't think that's reachable, is it? No, it isn't. Let's put a ladder in. Then we'll put one there. One there, I guess. Can't really see. I think that's right. I'm looking at your screen rather than mine, so I can see, because that's, yeah, that's right. Okay, good. Nice. Now, can they reach that? They can reach most of it apart from there. Okay, fair enough. Just dig that whole thing out. We'll probably have to put the ladder there. Right, these guys are going to be for all our materials that we need to feed these. We need liquid pipage. I don't think that's been built yet, has it? No, because we've been doing more important things. Important, but not necessarily more important. As Gandalf would say. Right, and we're going to dig this piece out, I think. Yeah, so we'll dig in here to there. Like that. There we go. That can go to our, say, a 7 will do. Ah, yes, that needs finishing now. Work to do in there. I'll leave this guy. He's too hot at the moment, I think. Too cold. Yeah, too cold at the moment. You know, he might warm up. Who knows? Doubt it. Too cold around here. And it's only going to get colder when this thing's fired up. I'm hoping, anyway. I'm hoping 2 of these can provide lots of cooling for that system. Maybe they can't. Maybe there's too many batteries for them, but we can snip rows of batteries off if it's too hot for them to handle. I don't want to, but we can. The other way would be we'd have to literally use our loop that we put in to spread the cooling around. We'd have to use that to add cooling to the base. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Well, you found a piece of fossil up there. That's good. Grab that. Take that away. Things are going on. Is that building up? Yeah, it's building up again. These pipes been done? Yes, they did. They did the pipes. I would like to, yeah, we can get rid of that now. Deconstruct you. Power. Yeah, we can deconstruct. Come on. Deconstruct. Thank you. Deconstruct the power to it. Get rid of that now. Did its job. Did its job. Priority that up. And we're gonna lose all our water if I do this, but you know what? We can pump water back in, so I'm not hugely bothered. Made a little area for it to go down here. We put this up. We can come in here and mop it up. There's water in here anyway, so am I bothered? Not really. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Vent. We can get some more data banks from it. Deconstruct that. And that. And yeah. I'm going to lose all our water now. Actually, before I do that, if I was to place a tile there and there, delete these 2 tiles and still get in this room, all the water would pour in here. We could probably push it back in again. Interesting concept. Let's see if it works. I want a mop order and that naphtha right there. I'd rather do this now before we swap over to running this one, because then we can't really get in there to do it. Let's buzz back up here and see if this is working. Baby is ready. Guy's been moved to there. Someone should come take baby out. Bring him in here. Drop him off. And he's going to put the egg in. Sweeper's not going to be able to do it because he can't see it now. There's always a problem, isn't there? With that one tile. Not letting him see it. How could we arrange that better? Sweeper there, but then he's not going to be able to reach that. Put the sweeper in the room with it. That would then, well, it would work, but we would have to do another switch around. Oh no. It would work. We'd have to move that so we can't reach it, and we'd have to put that there and those 2 there instead, switch it around. Like, we don't want him reaching that, because then he'll just keep picking up eggs, putting them in, picking it up, putting it in again all the time like a loop. Is there a way of doing this? If I push that along by one, I could put doors there. Then our ladder would have to be moved. The ladder is quite a long one, and I don't really want to be moving it anytime soon. We will move it, we will if we have to, but for now I'd rather not. Considerations. How can we do this so that it will work? Need that sweeper to be able to grab that egg and put it in there. Right. If that was one of these doors, the egg would drop right through it, which is not what we want. But we could make that one, and then these wouldn't work. No, they don't work if they're stood on top. I don't think so anyway. I don't think they do. Test it. Why not? Have a look. Yes, no. Got the not on proper land symbol. I was thinking if we put an airflow, one of these doors here, and here, the sweeper could go underneath. We'd be able to see the egg and see that. It wouldn't have to be in that room. We can't put the... we could just get rid of those doors and just move it along by one. Would that work? Try it. I thought it had to be in a room though. Yeah, we'll try it. We need to try things. Actually, cancel deconstructing that last door. Keep that door. That will mean the power will have to be moved again. Oh, that's not power. We'll have to move the automation over by one. Come on. Oh, we'll have to move along by one. That piece. Rid of that door, please. Rid of that airflow tile, please. Remove the egg, deconstruct. And automation, we need to move that up along by one. And construct that wire. And go to food because I wasn't quick enough. And put it there. And if we did make it out the right materials, we can put the doors there like that. Right on the edge. But I had plenty of room, didn't I? No. No, mess around with that. Keep that out. I love the way they run through them. And all the doors are open. This is not a journey through thoroughfare thingamajig of doom. People like to build these things. I'm waiting. A million doors. Now, please don't pick up this egg. Please pick up this one and put it in. Right? Right. Build it, build it. Hurry up, Ashcan. Get a move on. No, you're not running on your wheel every day. Finch Row goes in there. Yeah, it's going to pick up a new one, you muppet. Oh well. Well, when it grows up, it'll be trapped in that door, so it'll be confined. Another way I've seen it done, like a one-wide room. They just put doors in it and drop the eggs in the door, and they're just confined. They can't move. When they grow up in the door. Let's see if that works. I thought that had to be in a room, but yeah, one of those should be absolutely ample for what we need. It's just missed its cuddle time, so we'll move it over so it gets a new cuddle time any second now. There we go. Now it's active again. Someone can come and hug it. Hug an egg. Hug a hoodie. We'll come through there like so, and if we put this at the right height, we can go like that. Ladder there. Beautiful. It's like old boots. Nothing will off gas in here. I think there's some beach stone and stuff fell in here. But it can't off gas anyway, so I'm not bothered. We can stay there until we need it. Yep, build all your walls and things and stuff. There are no eggs there, so I put an egg dispensary thing there. It can't. I'd have to put it in a door. Move that egg. I'll just leave it there, I think. Hey there. These guys are they're happy at the moment, although I don't think we want that up to 8. Because I don't think this is a big enough ranch for 8. Not even a proper ranch, is it? Put a couple of extra tiles there to raise that up. That's it, get it done. This is wonderful. I'm enjoying that. There's a very thin layer of granite there protecting this side, but once all this is dug in or dug out, depending on your perspective. Yeah, I don't want that off-gassing everywhere, please. Someone take that away. Another piece, I think, right in there as well. Maybe I'm dreaming. Oh, I saw it off gas. Ladders are going in. Things are happening. This seems to have run really well since we built it. We've now got 404 tons. Oh. We get that one done? We did. Now let's try digging this one out. Probably actually cancel digging that one out. Let's put one more cautionary tile in there. And then we'll dig that one out. We might be able to rescue most of this water and push it back into place again. Although I do want to sweep that out. Although that's going to come out. We'll have to sweep that out as well. There's a piece of sandstone in there that's got to go. Ah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Dig that, build that. Ah, you could have got that job, Nisbet. Grubs are dying of starvation. Well, there's a surprise. This mopping job should be a very high priority, please. Unreachable mop. And it won't be in a minute. You'll be able to climb over this easily enough and get in here. Hopefully we won't let out too much of our steam. Because as long as there's a little blob of water right there. Oh, you took the obsidian. Just take the obsidian and run, won't you? Has anyone got this mop job? Nisbet's coming to do it. Thank you, Niz. We've created our own little water lock for you to get in and out. And you can sweep that up. Now, stop. Stop. Water. Empty. Empty the water. Move to there. Oh, you're going to take that away. Okay, fair enough. Take that away. Someone coming to do this? Oh, yeah, that popped off, but it should still block this. There's still a vacuum in here. Some of it's condensing, but no air can get in and out because there's a blob of water right on that corner. As long as that remains, bit of steam in this corner. Oh, it's gone. There we go. It's gone. Gone. Scones. Cones. There's a bit of naphtha there. We need to mop that naphtha out of here, but there isn't anywhere to put naphtha. I'm coming right the way up here to... Where was it we built it? Oh, here. If we dig this little tile of depleted uranium away... I don't want it pouring here and pouring over the place. I want it to stay in that tile right there. Orchid seed, unreachable. Oh, it's unreachable. You can't get to it. Okay, fair enough. We need a ladder. Right there will be perfect, please. Yeah, that's greyed out. They can't reach it. I put these ladders in thinking they could come down, but there's too space. I'm up here. Let's dig that bit out as well when you get the chance. You know, you can dig that bit out and that bit out. Let all that chlorine gas fall around and go where it wants to go. How much have we got in here now? 240 kilos. Doesn't look like anything, does it? It looks empty. We're getting free power at the moment from these. Okay, it cost us power to run these, but, you know, this will run for a while on that temperature. Dean, come on up. Someone come and dig that tile out. Right, that tile is dug. This will now be set to naphtha, which will be now on the menu because we've got access to it. Let's come down, down, down the map. See if anyone's going to take our naphtha of the water, we will empty. We'll empty it back in the room because it got mopped up. I should have just clicked it. Normally, or at least I thought what they used to do was if it was mopping one material and then it finished, it wouldn't carry on mopping if there was another liquid there. It would just stop because it finished mopping that particular type of liquid up. He mopped the naphtha up and carried on mopping the water, and he would have carried on until it was all gone. Called to lunch or something. Come on in, Liam. Let the water free. That might reform this liquid lock here. Be a lot of water. I don't think they ever made an animation for it. Game saving. Now he's run. And there goes the water. The naphtha now needs to be swept up. Come on. And you can't see the errand on the naphtha itself. There's also a conductive wire in there I'd rather get out. But you can see, excuse my pan and scan, and I've missed it completely. There it is. There's an order for naphtha on here. We can check it. Ruby's got the job. He's collecting naphtha. I will remove uranium off of there. Actually, someone was bringing it. We have liquid uranium on the map. Still, I didn't think we did. I'd like to drop a ladder right there. They can reach those three then. And then we'll dig out those two. That block was there on purpose because I thought this uranium was going to be a liquid. Catalina's got the job. Okay. Let's go back in here. That's been taken anyway. It's gone. Bit of steel there from that wire. See where that wire goes. Fine. Right. That's okay. Liquid piping. Is a bit weird looking, but yeah, it should work. We could get rid of this piece now. While we're here, because that will drop inside those two pieces anyway. That one I'm not sure. It might go up there, it might go up there, it might go inside, it might come down here. We'll see. We made ourselves a vacuum in here and we kept the lock by putting these blocks in the way. That was just a precautionary one in case it overflowed that tile. Where did that go? Did that go in here or up there? Where that went? It just vanished, didn't it? That probably dropped straight down then. Oh. No, it's all over the place. Oh, it is there. I see it. Obsidian. Let's sweep everything out of here because I don't want it getting stuck. Pushed back in the machine again. That would be bad. This is how I prefer it. 3 high and a couple of temp shift plates in the middle. Or even wider with 2 steam turbines. Remove the temperature quicker. We can always add more water by adding it to the steam turbine outflow pipe. We can add it to this pipe here somewhere. We want to add more water in here. I don't add polluted water. I find if it off-gases in here, it blocks these vents. You can have that vent there and it doesn't block the vent for the steam turbine. I like to drip the return water directly on the hottest thing, which is the aqua tuner. So it flashes to steam again very quickly. So if we put a tile here now, first of all, Camille's coming to build that. And we put a tile in there, which I don't think they'll be able to reach. No, I don't think they can. We'll need a tile sort of to stand on underneath. Yeah, that's probably not reachable, but we'll see. Someone's coming to do it, so maybe it is. Maybe they can shove it under here to reach it. Or stand on here, maybe. I don't know. Get rid of those then. Not necessary. Ashcan, how you can do it? From there? Yeah, from there. Fine. That should have pushed the water up. Now I'll put an obsidian tile in there at an angle. Once that's done, we'll delete this weird M shape. I should have done that out of obsidian tile, shouldn't have I, in the first place? I think I may have deleted that water, you know, instead of pushing it up and back in here. We might have to add a bit. Not a lot, is there? Yeah, I'll probably have to add some. Damn. We don't have any clean water anyway. Yes, we do. We've got loads. We've got rakes of water. What are you on about? Okay. In that case, we'll have to make things even more confusing than they already are. Up to there. And that could reach out that way. Couple. That could go in that way. We're going to have a couple of bridges. There and there. Bridge over troubled water. And we can add some to the system. Is that ever going to get built? Yeah, Nisbet's coming to make it now. Yeah, because I want a bit more water than 142 grams. 146.2 grams. Doesn't seem like much. I think that got deleted. It didn't get pushed in. I thought it would. I will deconstruct those now. Make sure there's no power wires or liquid pipes. We've just set to be cancel deconstruct. Yes, please. Deconstruct the tile, but not the pipe, please. Rebuild that ladder. Another obsidian pipe right there. No. The obsidian tile even. Right there. Jobs are good un. Right. I thought we'd be able to crack straight on with this, but I want to add a bit of water now. So we'll just have to let them build a couple more pipes and we should be good to add a bit of water from the tank. Oh, I could use one of those. No, I don't think they do it for water, do they? What's a conduction panel? There is liquid allowing extreme temperature exchange with overlapping buildings. Can function in a vacuum. Ah, well that's a new thing I've not seen before. Conduction panel. We might use that later on. Perhaps in the petroleum boiler or something. Yeah. Is anyone coming to build these pipes? Anybody coming to build my pipes for me? Yeah, I think it might have been shipping everything over. Yeah, conveyor meter. I think if there was an equivalent of that for pipes, we could like limit the amount of liquid that goes through. There might just be an automation thing that we could use for that. And that way you know you wouldn't accidentally run too much. Come on, come on, come on. I want to add a bit of water to here so we can get on with our merry lives. Doing what we want to do. Yeah, build the pipe, build the pipes. Come on, you know you want to. Just suppress those symbols so I don't see them anymore. Right, is this powered? I believe it is. Yes, it should be. We'll connect that. And add some water. Is that on? That's disabled. What's it add onto? Oh, okay. Bring it out here and put a switch on it, would you? Where's the signal switch? There it is. That on there. Then I can operate it manually for now. I don't think that's necessary, is it? That pipe. It's done. Yeah, it's done. Build that. I made the wire out of steel, didn't I? Yes, I did, because it's all steel in here. Steel construction. Bit of abyssalite that could go. Mafic rock that could go. What the hell's that? A balm lily flower. We'll get rid of that. Can they go in there? No. Says it's white, so it will sweep it. Red. Come on, I need the water running. That airlock is maintained by this drop of crude. We have to brick up this piece, this ladder here. To move this ladder in means we'll have to move that fella out. Yeah. No. Move that up to there, because if we don't brick this in, as this water level rises, it'll eventually be the same height as that door. And when you open the door, the water and the crude will mix, and we'll have all sorts of problems and probably break our lock. Come on. And that should sweat it going. Sweat it going. Sweat it. We can always lay that flat so that we can put one more ladder down. Have that laid flat here instead of upright. That would have been a better idea. Yeah, bring that pipe up by one. Power should be able to stay in the same spot. Yeah, we'll just delete the top one and just have it laid there. Liquid pipe in and out would have to go there instead. So there we go. Yeah, we'll flatten that out, I think, and then put a wall in here right up to there. So they can still get out and come over here if they want to. But it's less likely for this tube to fill up with water as fast as the rest. It will fill eventually. It would. Hopefully we'll set it to pump it out. That's actually thinking of that, because that's supposed to be our overflow for the oxygen system. That is empty now. So, this still dormant. Active period. Next activity 0.7 cycles. I think will be good. This is actually running, so what I'll do, instead of adding that to the main tank anymore, we'll send all the water that's desalinated into this system for now, just to build up some backup for our oxygen supply. Well, I wouldn't mind a different design that actually allows you to overpressure it a lot. I mean a lot, a hell of a lot. I don't think we quite mopped that up, did we? Never mind. Another guy in there to murderize. All of them. You can all go. Bye-bye. System's working lovely. I am going to press that. I want to see that notification all the time. This is building up. There's 5 tons in there now. I think this is pretty much the same bit of aluminium just going round and round and round in circles. Uranium? Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Have a uranium one. I don't want any more water in there, do I? No. Well, we'll have to let what's in there go, I think. we'll just snip it there. Now, that liquid shutoff can go. That bottom ladder can go, and we'll lay that flat. The automation switch, I'll just switch it off. Yeah, there might be a little blob of water in there, is there? There is. Let that out. Now we'll lay that down. Lay thee down. Click on it so that I've got it selected. Lay it like so. Now we'll have to mess around with the pipes a little bit. We can use this bottom one instead, actually. I think it looks better. That's already in place. Oh, not like that. Slip. There was a slip of the tongue. Rhodian slip. Rebuild that. Get rid of that pipe. Drop the ladder one more tile. Drop the conductive wire out. Where's all that water coming from? There's all these fresh ladders. They're condensing the water because they're so cold. That needs building, please, somebody. That needs building, somebody. Somebody build things. Oh, the automation, I forgot. Yeah, that'll have to come out an extra wire, extra space. Oh, don't build that. Build that one. And you can send that pipe off. Well, there's two blobs in there that can move. Blobs. These can now be deconstructed. Please get rid of those. And we'll make a wall up here. Keep it like too high so they can get in, and we'll just put it up to there. They can climb over and run around if they really have to. Mr. Draco's living in here. That's his home now. I mean, he might get a bit hungry. I'd have thought there's no food in here. He seems to be enjoying himself, so we'll leave him to it, right? We'll make this kind of weird chute thing. We may have to block it off at the top and just allow them to run in underneath. I think we probably will have to, but this will end up condensing it into a vacuum if we do that. It's fine, I don't mind. You can do a bit of running up and down. This is all done. We mopped it up. We got out the bit of metal. We got out the naphtha. All looking nice and hunky-dory now. We can bypass this and run it through here instead. Comes down here. It's not gone through that yet. It's coming down here. This point. Now I'm going to go that way and get cooled and come back out. That's still definitely powered and everything. Yep, and it's set to the same temperature, 30 degrees, which is that one. Above 30, yep. Check that, above 30. I'll let it flow. Then we'll snip that little piece off. This has not been through yet, so that bit can carry on and flow through. Hasn't been cooled yet. Once it gets beyond this point, we will then snip that and direct it to the tank. And then this should take over. That should start running. Here we go. First packet out never seems to actually get cooled. It's still quite hot. Yeah, 34, but the rest of them will be cooled. 20 degrees. And hopefully by the time that water reaches there, that will have actually should be perfect. Absolutely spot on. Wait for your turn, and in it goes. Perfect. Now we're using this one for cooling instead. And we've still got our thing set up to add more water if we wish. But I think that should be Well too much, probably. Way over. We might have to even siphon some back into the tank. That's a thought, actually. We could put a liquid vent under here before we build this. Cancel building that one. Always handy to have a way of adding water. I'll make it out of steel because it's going to get pretty warm in here, so why not? Plumbing, and we'll build an insulated pipe. We'll build it up in the wall. There we go, and out to there. So we've always got a way of adding. That should be reachable from in here. A little crumb in there. Oh, it fell in. Yeah, it's because I cancelled some jobs. Build that wall. They were probably bringing the... what did I make it out of? Sandstone. They were bringing the sandstone. Oh, this should now actually be able to cool it down. It's got 2 steam turbines on it. We should now, without having the added heat from this thing, it should actually be able to bring it down to a reasonable temperature. Chucks it out. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. It's now on 5 tons. When we come back, I want to see that less. We know that it's actually chucking out. Now we've got another egg. I will put a little tile right there and put the fencer up here. There we go. Problem solved. Probably still see it as well. When the tile's built, you probably can. But we don't want him putting all of them in, so we might have to put it higher actually. Yeah, it might be sensible to put it higher than that. Oh, it's alright. No, it isn't alright. I don't want to build it there. I've changed my mind. Put it up here where the sweeper can't reach it. I wasn't actually aware that the sweepers did that. Build those things, so that's actually useful. If you had a real mess where you carved something, a whole biome apart, and you had a big pile of junk, you could just put a sweeper, one of those things there, and a sweeper here, and it'll just put it all in one tile for you. That's quite a useful way of clearing, say, the floor here. Put sweepers all the way along. And as long as the sweeper here can reach the dispenser, but the sweeper here can't reach that dispenser, then it won't keep putting it back in it. Yeah, everlasting loop. Gonna build that one? Anybody? No? No, probably not. Still pumping away, look. Yeah, I ran it after the last stream for a while, but I thought this is going to take a long time. I was starting to get sort of like messages popping up saying idle dupes. I was like, no, this is silly. We could get a lot done while we're waiting for that to evacuate. Let's sweep that mafic rock out of there. I don't know how that appeared. I don't think this is made of mafic rock. Nobody would have dropped mafic rock. Maybe the pipe was... I don't know. I will leave you watching that and I'll be right back. And I am back, and they appear to have built such things, so let's sweep that out and place a block right there. It must have been the ladder that was Maffic. Yeah, it is. That'll drop out here, and we can sweep that last piece out, and then we have this wonderful system. And provided he doesn't die and land on a area that doesn't have water on it, an off gas in here, we just have a room full of steam, which is rather nice. We could do this right next to the base and just destroy all of this, move it all somewhere else once we've rebuilt our oxygen supply. I want an oxygen system that doesn't keep on, you know, if you hover over this, it keeps going max gas pressure, and it's not running efficiently in that case. How you doing, Nails? Let's check your skills. Machinery 6, Athletics 4. Like the football results. What are you doing, Ash? You're just standing there. You've got nothing to do. Yeah, Ashcan's got nothing to do. Another dupe here. Catalina, will you move away from the door? You're blocking things. Yeah. Right, now we need to get rid of this nub here, so I think the easiest way is just to plough straight through it. We can sort the ladders out later. Dig it all off, give Ashcan and co something to do. They seem to have nothing to do. Get rid of all this crap. Yep, and probably drop this ladder straight down this side of the vent there. That'll give us a place to build a wall on the edge. Yep, we can reach it from that ladder. That was convenient. I'll deconstruct those two because that just makes them hop. Makes them even slower for some reason. Cleaned all this out. That seems legit. I'll put another two, I think. These just here for now. Come on, stop messing around. Okay. Stop messing about. And I can't see again, so I'll look at your screen. Do we want to brick all of that up? Not sure, so I'll leave that for now. We'll dig all that and then we'll have a look. I'm going to brick that up. I'd rather brick this edge as well. There we go. They've got work to be getting on with. Stuff to do, people to see. I want sweep only. Bit of reg. Intro. And sweep that egg, please. In fact, sweep that entire stack of junk. There. We'll get it out of here. Then I would like another one of these placed up here. Be for poke shell malts. And another one placed there, please. Yeah. We'll cancel that one. I'll move it up to a similar spot. It looks even. Yeah, that's better. I think you still reach it from there. Yep. And that one can reach that one. Ah, down. That's just. Actually, no. That's fine. I don't mind splitting it into two. I didn't say we could probably get it to them to share the same one. No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. Do what you do. 1, 2. We can shave another layer off of here. Do nicely. And once you get down to this level, we can actually start examining this guy. I'm not sure how we're going to have the ladders in here. Yeah, go on. You love a bit of destruction. Look at it. They love digging things and destroying things. If you hadn't stood around clapping, you could have actually... Never mind. Don't worry about it. Dig that end. Dig those two. Dig this side of the ladder as well. Dig all down this side of the ladder and this side of the ladder. That'll make lots of space. I see a bit of off-gassing going on. That might stop because there's a bit of water going over it. Bleachstone, found you. Sweet. Once it's landed in the water, it's fine. I don't mind because it won't off-gas in the water. While it's sat there, it's rather annoying, pumping chlorine everywhere. And it should be able to reach this stuff, right? Right. We'll just pump it up a little bit in priority. Are you getting confined yet? There's an elderly one anyway. So these are going to be for the malts. This sweeper can get eggshell and malts. This sweeper can only probably get malts. Won't get any eggshell. It'll all go to the same place, which is right here. We want it to go to there automatically. So we want to attach to this line somehow from these two. I'm thinking we'll just join them together straight underneath because we've used this space here. Unless we just link this directly. Yeah, I think we'll just link that directly. Snip that off and just run it under here, straight out here. I'm not in. It doesn't need to be pretty out here, so it's not need to be tidy or anything. Running the walls and stuff. I try to as much as I can. There's a bit of eggshell coming from there, and we'll have a little bit from here. Not a huge amount. Oh, one of those has grown up. Now you should be automatically wrangled into the main room. Look how fast they're breeding compared to just we started with 2. We've only got 1 incubator running. That's it, that one's done. We can get rid of those 2 now. Get rid of anything under there. Set that to analyze. He can come and do that when he's ready. He's got lots to do. Oh, she. He's got lots to do. Let's check the priorities in here. Yeah, they prefer to do it here than here. That was there ages ago. You'll be able to get all of that from there. You reach it from the ladder. Oh, no, that's not a ladder. Wow, is that a save game already? It was another day gone. Another cycle in the world of duplicants. I do want to get all this crap off of here, though. That looks horrible. Who's trapped? You ain't trapped. Go away. Get over yourself. In fact, I think I'd prefer the look of that if that was that height. Same height as this rail running out of here. Or even we'll have a rail running at this height. That'd probably be even better. But for now, that can go up to there. Excellent. Tidying up, sorting things out, making it look right how you want it to look. Let's prioritize just these 4 so that can all go underwater. And then I want to push that out. I want that in there, so let's put a tile. A granny. Push that in there. That water weed will have to be up. Oh, no, uprooted, please. I can put some bricks in. Oh, he's come to do that already. She, he, they, them. Dig all that out as well, please. Attach this ladder to the wall. Yeah, I don't mind falling that way. That's nice, that's all fallen off. Good. I'm glad about that. And dig this top layer off. I'll dig that one so they can climb up there. Actually, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. They can reach all of that from the ground, so let's just dig it all out. Cancel the uproots. Not necessary to waste your time uprooting. Brick this in. One more layer of bricks there, please. Are we going to go up the side with steel as well? It'll be hot. I don't really need this ladder in this position. It could be moved over a bit. Yeah, let's move it over to right next to the vent. Yeah, right next to the vent. Move it over to there. I just want these done first. That done first. That done first. Then do the ladder, please. How desperate you are to do the ladder. Okay. We'll push that in a bit further. More blocks. Yeah, I'd rather this was pushed over a bit. Kind of level at least with this. Edge of this one. This is all going. Once all this is clear and of slime lung, this will probably be pumped directly into these plants, and any excess that doesn't get drunk will go to space. This will all be gone. All of this will be gone. We'll have a little box around the chlorine gas unless we decide to use it. I'll have to think of another way to cool down this copper once this is all gone. And this stuff. I'd want it cooled a bit before it gets dropped in here, but this is our ultimate, in the end, that's where it's supposed to go to get cooled. So let's, before the eggs start getting confused in here, we'll snip that and snip that. So that is now going directly to there. And these two share this line here. And where have they got to join? They've got to join to this row here. I'd rather join it. Yeah, I'd rather come up. This is going to go eventually and be rerouted, so I'm not bothered. Turn that round and turn that there. They will be set to organic eggshell. And where was it? Find out. Can't remember. Consumable? No. Where was it last time? Not cultivatable. Not manufactured. It's not miscellaneous. No. I've missed it somewhere. Forgotten where it was. Industrial. Ah. And small poke shell malt and the normal poke shell malts. They'll all go in there. Copy settings. That's got set to eggshell as well, even though it shouldn't get any eggshell in here. It doesn't really matter. We could also sweep away any clay. Send that up there as well. May as well. Rather than leaving it there. Add clay to it. Now we've just got to power them. What have we got on this wire? Oh, nothing really. There's a little spare piece of wire there that can go. Well, we kept moving things around, so we can now link those up. Might as well leave that there for now. Hey, these have grown up, but they're not being wrangled out. Pinky, you should be wrangling them out. Yeah, he come to grab the malt. Should be being wrangled out. Come on. That should happen automatically. There's hang on. I've forgotten to tick something, have I? Poke shells. Auto wrangle surplus. Now they will get wrangled out. Ah, see? Miss a thing. Bookshelf spawns get put in here. They don't need auto angle surplus, but when they're grown up, they do. Set to 0. So that, now we'll call him over. That's the one he wanted. He's there. You can stop whistling now. Now wrangle him. Get him out of here. Now this might get too many. Gonna wrangle both of them. Can you reach all these? I think you can. Stand on there. Reach that as well. Yeah, they can reach. It's all white, so they should be able to reach it. There's a lot of doors, but they shouldn't be going through it that much. You might sort of say only the ranchers can go through and sort of lock these doors. Just have the ranchers only allowed in this one. Then they won't use it as like a walkthrough. Glum. He hasn't been groomed yet, that's why. Can you, come on, finish building this pretty quick. Doesn't matter all about the priority of these. It's all going to be operated only by machinery, so they're not competing with each other. You reach that, anyone? You reach that? Anyone coming to deliver? Doesn't say they can't reach it. I've got a feeling that they can't, which is why they're not doing it. So build that ladder and then you've got no excuses, right? How many is in here now? 6. Are they saying it's cramped yet? They're saying it's glum, but once they've been groomed, they won't be glum anymore. Perfect. I'm going to set these top ones to don't walk through them. Just hopefully stop them seeing this as a shorter route. Just do the top ones and this one, I guess. Not that they use that one much, but they do use this to sort of climb up at an angle. How many we got? 3. We got 1 in there. It's already incubating, but it's not lullabied. Oh yeah, I'll bring that back to morning now. Just when they start waking up. Ah, this is looking better. Liquid. Can we build that now? Yes, we can. Let's snip you. And we'll just connect it straight down. Just take it in turns until they get through. And we can snip that. And we'll keep this piece of pipe and we'll reuse it. That'll be for feeding these guys. Now, there is the issue that this is going to be full of water all the time. I'm not going to bother with a tank and all that business and telling it to cool the water when it needs it. Nope. This room's full of polluted water anyway, so what's the difference? If it leaks, it's just going to go back where it came from. Now we will need to be able to reach up here. They can reach from there, so we'll build a couple of ladders like that, and they should be able to reach everything. Yeah, should be okay. Should be able to reach that from there. Nice. And we can also put a thing for the seeds and the nuts when they fall out. And send them back to the fridge. All automatically. Ah, this seems to be running okay. What's the steam pressure? It's a bit high. What I'd like. It seems to be running okay, so I'm fair with it. Temperature is it coming out at 18 degrees? That's not bad, is it? Going in at what? 32, coming out at 18. I do want to put a couple of gold tiles in here. I'm not going to put that aluminium or aluminum in there because that's too efficient and it would make it really hot, that water coming in here, and then it wouldn't cool enough. As long as it's cooling below the temperature we need, and it's running exactly how I want it to. So this has now filled this. This little piece is, I don't like it being constantly full. So I will now snip that off. This will now go up here and feed our pincher peppers. Bring it back in one and down so it's nice and neat on the ladder. Might be moving that later, but for now, when this is open, this room probably won't be warm enough to grow these. It'll get too cold. 28 out here, and they like it from 35. Yeah, so we've got to kind of maintain the temperature. We want them to grow. If the water leaks in here, it's just going to pour off ledges and things and end up back here. So I'm not bothered about that. That's fine. That seems extremely wasteful. So I might disable these. Because I'm not sure. I'm not inclined to think that we need it. We've got so much coal. And it's going up still. Right. So from here, where am we going to put the wall? I want it sort of recessed in a little bit. I'd like it a level up in from there. Yeah, that's as far in as the ladder can go there. Transit tube there. Just planning for the future. And yeah. Okay, so we need at least 3 in from that. Oh, that's fine. We've got plenty of room. So we'll put in our steel tiles right there. It feels a little wasteful, but as I say, technically, steel is a renewable resource at the moment. It's fine. We can get these 2 back. We can brick this in so that it doesn't let off too much temperature into the rest of the area. I don't want everything overheating or getting into the base. We haven't even run any cooling. Yes, we have. We've run cooling through here. Yeah, we did. So we could always open some of these up just to keep this area okay. I'll run some insulated tiles down the outside edge here. Probably in line with this all the way up. Maybe double thick it because this is going to come out really hot. What's it come out at? 96, 95. Also, we want a little hood over the top so if anything drops down, it doesn't contaminate this water. Contaminate down here, fine, whatever. So these I'm going to set to, where was it? Is it the top one? Agriculture, phosphorate. Copy settings, phosphorate. Please, bring it here. That'll give them something to do. Even though that's on a 5, I think they'll go nuts doing that. Let's actually up it so they get it done quicker. I'm not going to plant anything until they do. Water is now pumped into these tiles. They are now containing water. Various temperatures around 40 to 50 degrees, which is ideal. These guys, ambient pressure, radiation. Yeah, it's good. It's good. If this was to leak, it would probably leak head over and drip into this lock. So I'll put a tile there. They can climb down here, so that's fine. Put the ladder in the middle instead, actually, there. It looks better. That way, yeah. I should have extended this one. I should have blocked that and extended that one instead. Here comes the phosphorite. What else do they need? And let's click on this one. What else do you need? Phosphorite and polluted water. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, it seems to be. It's not going to be a proper farm, is it? But never mind, because we can't block off the rooms. Well, we could and turn it into a farm. We could put doors and stuff in and make it an actual room. Oh, I don't see the point. Let them grow. Do what they want to do. Can they grow if we do that? No, actually that's too high. Cancel those. Don't think they can grow. They can grow if they're that high. They grow 3 down. Yeah, you can see the picture of it. So if you put a ladder there, it might not be able to grow. We'll see. Ah, here's a test. I can see if I can put a ladder there. No, it won't let me click. I'm clicking. Nothing. No. So, no. That means we'll probably have to get rid of one of these boxes, because we'll need a ladder here to be able to harvest these. We'll need another ladder. I don't think they can reach that one in them. Maybe they can. I don't know. Oh, a ladder there as well. Make it neat looking. That one can go. You're unnecessary. There you go. Yeah, you can pick that up and put it in there for me. Deliver granite. Thank you. So, I think we can start planting pinch of pepper nuts here. Settings. Ba-dum. Yeah, that sweeper's in the way. Kind of expected that, but never mind. Where can he reach? He can reach... Oh, he can reach that one. I did that on purpose, yeah, so he can take that one. I'm not bothered about those 3, don't matter to me. We could delete those 3. Ah, he's taken all the seeds from this one and planted them for us. That's nice. I like that. We have polluted water running up here. Oh, that little bit is emptied. Let's snip that. I'll reattach it to that in case we need to top that up again. But so far, so good. That's coming in here at 32. Temperature of this water. It's cooled it down. While this is dormant, it's cooled it down. But when this is active, crikey, I don't want to put all that heat into our cooling loop. I don't think one aquatuner would cope. We'd have to reactivate the second aquatuner as well. Which is fine, we could. We've still got the pipes all in place. Definitely just sort of, as it's coming back from this aquatuner, run it through into that one to double check the temperature before it gets put in the tank. That way if it did get too hot, we've got a backup. I was going to use that to cool down this. That was going to be for cooling this down. That is really hot. I don't want to be adding that to that system over there. That temperature. Did this thing ever fire off? I think it ever did. Or maybe it did. It's on the right sort of amount. So when he gets... Is he dormant? Nope. So as that one erupts and it goes over 700 kilos, this will pump it directly into this tank. And then this tank has a 500 kilo and an AND gate. So as long as it's 500 kilos and that tank wants some more, then it will trigger this and allow some more to come up. That definitely wants some, but this. Might move that over there somewhere, and then I've got space to put in a another bit of automation, which is a buffer. So that when it does activate, it will carry on activating for a decent length of time instead of just enough to send like 2 pumps of water up and then stop. That's not enough. That's pathetic. You know, if you're going to activate, you might as well activate for, say, a minute and then wait for it to reach that water level again before it activates next time. What temperature are we coming back at? 3 degrees. Yeah, so it's cooling all of this. Lovely. Actually, it's not cooling all of that area. That's being cooled by this return loop that goes through here. And then it fills the tank. We've got a little bit in the tank. Not much. What have we got in here? Now we got the big ugly ones. Tropical Pacu. Oh, they excrete polluted dirt, so they're alright. They can stay in here. They give us more polluted dirt to feed to the these guys in here. Probably where all that polluted dirt's coming from. 4 eggs now. Problem is, there's a problem with the game, I think, where they, there's no power wire. Okay, we'd better ladder up. That one. Can't reach it. Thought they could reach it by standing on the door, but they don't seem to be able to. Fine. It's fine. Right, so I'm going to no, if I deconstruct that ladder, they're going to not be able to reach. I was going to build it further in, that's why. Put that ladder so far away. If I put the blocks in now... No. I'd probably prefer that there. I think it would be better. We could brick on the outside of it, at least 2 thick. Okay, alright, alright. Well, we'll deconstruct it in situ, so it'll all be there, ready to be rebuilt. We've got to push this liquid back anyway. Once I do deconstruct it, we'll have to put tiles here. Oh dear, excuse me. We'll start by running granite down here. I know it's not necessarily to go that high, but I just want to get it running. And that one, thank you very much. Cancel that top bit. Doesn't need to be that high. Okay. And we'll re-put in the heel on that ladder. Or should we go in by one more? Let's see. Want that too thick at least on the outside. Yeah, we'll go in by another one. Probably make it difficult for them to build the ladder, build the tiles. They might not be able to reach most of them. We'll see. We'll let them build what they can reach from this ladder here. Reach quite a bit of it. Someone might get stranded. Know what they're like. Keep an eye on it. They seem quite happy still. So while they're happy, there's an elderly one. That's now powered. Yay! Is this one powered? Conveyor rail blocked. Ah, can't reach that one. How are we going to reach that tile? Deconstruct that. We'll rebuild it. And then the sweeper will just refill it again. Probably from the box instead of from what's on the floor. But at least we can put a ladder there and build that tile. Build that conveyor rail. Ah, the sweeper's putting it back in there for us. How nice and kind of you. Yeah. Interesting. Can we send all the sand over there as well? Let's see why not. Where is sand these days? Where's that? Oh, it's filtration, isn't it? And yes. Now you can clean up all the mess. Didn't need any over here because only the ones that eat. It's wolframite, that's what I bought that other thing out of. Conveyor rail should be being made now. Ashcan's coming to make that. Come on, Ashcan. Come on, hurry up. Oh, he's sweeping a lot of sand away. I didn't realise there was so much. Come on, Ashcan. Well, at least the bells and the mowing and the sawing seems to have stopped. Just in time for me to end the stream, but hey, never mind. I hope it wasn't too noisy. Excellent. Now we'll get rid of that. No, we'll get rid of the ladder, please. Not the... I don't want to deconstruct a oak shell. Get rid of that ladder there. You can go. Get rid of that ladder there. You can go. And that one. You can go. Now we can put the feeder back in. No. Sweep that out. And bit of feeder can go there. I don't know why they don't make a category called critters and get this out of here. Stupid. Why is it in the food category? I don't eat poke shells. They don't leave any meat when they die. Sweep away all this junk. Catalina's on the case, giving him a teeth cleaning and a scrubbing. How long does it take to build a feeder? I'll be back. Uzi nanometer. Hasta la vista, baby. Terrible impression. I'm sorry, I think I gave you the wrong impression. Huh? Yes, I did. Yeah, that is gonna look stupid, that eye then. So we'll have to bring it to the same height as this one. Or we'll bring it to the same height as this. Yeah, let's come out of the door. Come straight along to here. See where that lines up with. Yeah, that lines up perfectly with there. Then we'd have a ladder running straight over here to that height. And to the wall. Fine. Now I know where to deconstruct that to. Perfect. There's enough room here to put a pump in. There isn't on this side because I put a ladder there, but never mind. We're going to double thick this. I'm going to get rid of this piece once that's built. And we'll double thick that with insulated tile, I think. Yeah, that's going to annoy me. So let's suppress you. Suppress you. Rest. There we go. 3 and 3. I remember I used to build the big farms. Yeah, they were in batches of 3s all over the place. But now you could make it with batches of 3, but you'd have to make it so that the Sweetles could reach them. Yeah. The Sweetles could be on the next 3 down, and they could probably reach that. Tend it. I didn't know they could actually tend the down plants because they couldn't reach. Bit gold there. Just gold, just casually lying around here. There they are. Glossy Dracos. Let's come down here and take them out of here. No more Dracos in here. Well, there's a Draco in there. I'm not sure if drowning a hatch is enough at the same time for drowning a Draco. So we'll watch and see if he drowns or not. I set it to 15% of the day. Active duration for the door to close, which triggers the drowning for the hatches. I don't know if he's going to drown, if that's long enough time. We've got a bit to go. Are you going to cark it, Mr. Draco? Maybe. Gonna freeze, isn't it? Save the game. And I am going to have to freeze and go and save myself. Well, make a sandwich. Cook some dinner. Something. Anyway. No, it is enough. There's a little piece of meat there. Ah. And when that door opens at the end of this time frame. So it is enough to trap them. So we could leave them in here. And they will eventually drown. Yeah, I'll put them back on then. Bossy, Draco and normal Draco. Yeah, they can stay on there. And it doesn't give him a chance to eat the meat before the sweeper sweeps it away quick. You getting it down to temperature or what? What's going on now, huh? It's going to take it a while. It's going to erupt before it gets it down to temperature. Probably. No, we'll see. We've got... Have we got it listed on here? I don't think we do. Alright. Let's click see all. I think we'll have to get rid of a couple of things. We know we're not using sulfur. I'm not bothered about that. Sucrose can go now. Glass. We've got 1300. We've never made any. I don't care about dirt levels. Ceramics we can keep. Algae I don't care about now. Iron I do care about. Lead is interesting to keep an eye on. Obsidian, yes. Plastic, yes. Reed fibre, definitely. Refined carbon. So much of it I don't care. Vol eggs. Well, I'll leave them there. And we can add refined metals. Where are you? Aluminum. And tungsten as well. I'm not bothered about depleted uranium. So now we can keep an eye on our aluminum, and that won't be counted in our total because we can't get to it. It's unreachable. So if we see that amount going up, then we know that this is actually getting down to temperature and sending some out before it erupts again, because that's only got 0.4 of a cycle to till it erupts, but it's got like 6 degrees to drop that by before any of that comes out, and you want that to come out before it erupts again, at least one batch to come out anyway. Then it can keep up. We know it can keep up. It'll get the rest out when it goes dormant, but as long as it can just about make that, I'll let it go to 130 then. Might help it out a little. Getting close. Some of it's a bit hotter. But then it doesn't seem to be running much, but that's free power there. 270 watts. 262 watts. And if we see that turn off, we know it's met temperature and some of it's coming out. What are we on now? We're up to 0.3 cycles. It's just a balancing game now. Trying to make sure it just gets it low enough to send it out. Some of it should come out now. Keep your eye on that rail there. You should see a piece come through. More than one piece, hopefully. There's a piece. Made temperature. See some more coming. Hopefully. Yep, there's another piece. It should get rid of quite a lot of that, what was on the rail. It's automatically refilling the loader up. More coming? Yeah, excellent. Some of it that's been added to the rail is a lot hotter, so it's not. But it's mixed. There's gaps where some of them were cooler and got ejected. There we go. I think it's probably done the whole rail now. As long as it keeps doing that, I'm not bothered. It will eventually clean up. And whatever it hasn't got, it will finish doing. You always get this though, quite often you'll get 2 or 3 little tiny amounts. Which is odd. There you go. $261 micrograms of copper. Yeah. It doesn't actually register enough. Excellent. That looks nice, doesn't it? That looks much better. Now I think we can demolish. All of that out. All of that out. We'll come in here and demolish, say, that. And get all of that from the ladder. Perfect. Why is there an uproot in the middle of a rock? I'll cancel digging that. Cancel uproot. That might be a ginger pepper nut that can stay there. Ginger pepper plant. I might deconstruct these 3. It might rain. But I'm not deconstructing the pipe. Oh, it's just dropped a bottle out. Okay, fine. Priority, they can stay as a 7, and harvestability, yes. So this one is going to drop down here into the polluted water, which I'm not a big fan of. Tempted just to put another tile there. Well, we would have to delete the heavy wire. What's the power situation here? That's to this. That would not be brilliant, but it would only last for a second. Famous last words. I should wait till breakfast time. But, no. Power. What do we want? I want a heavy joint plate. Make it out the same material. Put it there. And then lock this door. And so that Ashcan has to build it. Ah, perfect. Thanks, Ashcan. Go on in. Go to lunch. Thank you. Thank you for your service. We'll sweep this junk out of here as well, I think. Yeah, get rid of that crap. So this sweeper will automatically pick up the phosphorite and feed these when they need feeding. And we will put in a shipping container just in its range somewhere, maybe here, so that it can sweep out all the beautiful, delicious ginger pepper nuts and send them to the fridge. So let's go to shipping, conveyor, loader. Yeah, let's do it that way around. Why not? Power, there should be. Do you know what? I'm just, hang on. How much is on here? No, that's fine. I'm going to do it on there then. Run that into there. And then we'll need a bit of rail. Not making it out of copper ore, I'm just going to make everything out of steel. Yeah, I don't want to go in the... Do I? Yeah, I can do. Right, we've got to figure out how to get to the food line that goes to the fridge. That's up here. Also, right the way down here. Interesting. So, where are we coming out? Up here. We could come down... We want to make it to this line here, right? Right, that goes up. Well, this bit, that's not good enough. Yeah, that doesn't go where we want it to go, neither does that. Okay, so it looks like it's this line here. We want to attach to somewhere on this line. So, if we come from there, we could come down, across, right across here. Up to there, and then cancel one of these and give us a bridge. Conveyor bridge. And we might not have enough steel to build all of that, but pop a ladder in at that height, I think. Straight the way across. That'll be useful. It's a bit low compared to this. I don't want them banging their heads, but we can probably get rid of that anyway. They can run across there. It's the right height for that tank as well, so that's useful. So it comes round. Wrong one. I want this. Yeah, so we'll come out here, come down, and then come across and join that. Nice. That will add to the food line and go and get itself frozen. Or get dropped in here. All by itself. We'll send a piece of pinch of pepper nut all around the map. just to see if we can make the most longest convoluted chain of conveyor rails. If we want some copper ore back, we can always overwrite some of these rails as well. Got to keep an eye on these in case they start getting overcrowded. Problem is, I don't want them bringing them into the base to put them into here. This drowning trap isn't designed for them. But there is a drowning trap you can use with them. But it's kind of complicated and fun. But you basically have to boil them. Because they can take body temperatures ridiculously hot. Up to, I think, 100 odd degrees. Yeah, livable range, minus 30 to 100. So you basically have to make a tank full of petrol that you cook at a very hot temperature. Keep it at sort of 120 or something. Which is nice. That's nice to do. Yeah, I like having tanks of boiling hot liquids around my base. Fun. But yeah, that's the way you do it, or a way to do it. And I use those doors that you're supposed to use out in space, because I found by accident one day that if you close the door on a critter, one of these types of doors, it holds them by their head. So you can open another door underneath where there's a big vat of boiling oil waiting for them. And when you open this door, they all drop in. So you basically just make a room here where they're with a one of these drop-offs, and they get put in there. And then they walk in. Yeah, don't bother building that. That's just an example. Drop it down now. They're so efficient, these dupes. Look at them. Look at them go. Right. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. A couple of tiles there, please. Rid of those two. Nice. Bring a ladder. That'll be ladders probably right up to the edge. Oh no, that'll be insulated tiles when we're done. Not sure if I'm going to insulate all around it. It just helps to make it stay really hot if you do that. How are we doing up here? It's getting slowly getting there. Well done. Yeah, it's pumping it out. Hydrogen in the way. Could kind of dig this, I guess. Help sort of free up some space to pump out into, but it doesn't seem to be having any troubles. And we can cool this area with anti-entropy power. Ah. I do want to do that then. Yeah, I will do that. Break that up. You put a pump in here, maybe in here as well. Get some extra hydrogen. Wouldn't be surprised if this is full now at this point. Oh my god, it is. And wow, the pipe is filling up as well. Well, I need more, so let's put in a ladder. A ladder, that's a wall. We won't be able to put that one in because there's ladders in the way. That's why I was thinking ladders. Run that across there like that. Ooh, look at this. It's nicely filled out. Ah, picture. Picture frame. Oh, what we're going to do with it. We could find a use for it. We might do. Seems a bit shame to leave it there. If we could include it in this room when we build it, we could, like, have bottle emptiers and just carry out all the magma. That'd be fun. Cash and carry magma service. Yeah, you can go on the ladders and do it. Ash can. Don't look at it like that. Then we want another bottle. Well, whatever they're called. Gas, a reservoir. And keep going up. Got a bit of pipe there and there. What is that? Sedimentary rock. Is that a side? Yeah, that's one of the ways they brought in, so that if you're on an place that you can't get sedimentary rock, you can actually make some. And if you see there in pink, it says fossil to lime crushes fossil into sedimentary rock and a small amount of lime. So you get a service that can actually make sedimentary rock, so you can convert your hatches over to what you want them to be. Right, they're not being fed, are they? So they're all going to get very unhappy. So we want... I'll just keep it a polluted dirt. No, we can have rock pile as well. It's fine. Fine, you can have both. Don't feed it yourself. The machine's there to do that job. So desperate for work to do, see? Let's give them another one there. And I want to pop in with another ladder at this height. Yeah, that's fine. This is I'm a bit wary of this because it looks like it could overflow. So before we build those ladders there, we'll just brick this in and push this liquid across a little to this level here. And we'll deconstruct these tiles here. Deconstruct, say, those tiles there. And we'll make these ones insulated. But only out of cheap materials. Granite will be absolutely fine. Going down to there. Actually, we can go one more there. I won't be able to reach it all yet, but that's fine. That one and... no, not that one. There we go. Priority. I'd like to do this bit a little bit sooner, please. That'd take a while to build. That's another one, and he's probably already run off with the data banks, but that's fine. We'll get loads of them later. We've got tons of plastic to stick in a rocket. But as long as this is running, we're now on 5 million calories of food. Barbecue, the main one. And cooked seafood we got a bit of, so we can set up the old... where did we put it? I thought we had one in here. Oh, I had to put a fridge in here, didn't I, to make it a room. We'll get rid of that and we'll put it in there, the old gas range. Luke wearing shriveled taste buds, operating shriveled taste buds. I don't want on digging. Kitchen menace isn't bad, but doctoring is pointless. Digging is okay though. Increased medicine and doctoring is probably pretty good. I'm just going to take the pincher. Let's go and see Mr. Run. How can you spend all day making all that calories of food and you're always in here? Crazy, but it's making your athletics and everything go up, so I'm not complaining at the moment. I'm leaving this in case we do get a source of sulfur, and we can carry on with those. The animals might die off, but if we get a source of sulfur, we'll probably be in the right location to get the animals back again, the sweetles and that. How's that doing? Are they? They don't seem to be. Yeah, they don't seem to be in a problem yet. So we might just make it a little room here or something. Another plastic floor in, so that if they can't go into here, they've got somewhere to dump them. No, have to put a proper floor in, and then we'll just. No, not like that, please. We'll do it the same as the other side. As long as it's got somewhere for them to go. Actually, it would be nice if we could get the eggs out, because if you dump them in there and they lay an egg, they're going to be very angry, aren't they? But never mind. That's a problem for future Marco to deal with. Can't get to that one, but they will be able to once they remove that one. Don't know if you can get to that one either. You might be able to from the ladders. Now that has been done, so I'm going to build a row there to push that water along and all the crap on the floor in there. There's steel and everything in here. Steel in them there hills. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, you know you want to. There you go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Granite. He's going to come all the way around to do that one. Look at it. Is some granite in there? Yeah, probably. What's in these bottles? Salt water. Well, we're in salt water, so just empty it. Right. Things are happening. Cod and Cheez-Its. What that kid's learned at school. What did you learn at school today? Cod and Cheez-Its. Instead of God and Jesus. Aha. Move everything along a bit more. And a bit further, please. They're all standing around. Looks like they're peeing, but they're not. They're emptying water bottles. There's another one there, isn't there? Yeah, empty that as well. What's this one? Was it salt water and I accidentally emptied the wrong chemical in here? I'll be very annoyed with myself. Yep. They both went at the same time. Ooh, lunch. I'm hungry. You sound like Marco Universe. You do. And just like me. We'll have to come down a bit at a time, won't we? We'll do 3 in the middle there. Get rid of that piece. Yeah, we'll get rid of those 2, I think. That one. Those 2. I'm not going to insulate all around it yet. I think that's pointless. Cleared that up nicely. And I'm going to make that look a bit better. I think that looks right. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it there. If we need a pump, we can put it in the middle. Normally don't do that. I think it looks funny. Okay, fine. Check these guys are happy, and they seem to be happy. Got another bookshelf spawn times 1. This is the place where we're going to put them to, yeah, evolve them to the next emanation. The next emanation. And I think that will do for a while. Go and have some lunch. Lunchy on. You can do that from there. You can reach, you can reach. A couple there. If I put them down here, it'd look funny because these are this height and these are a bit, you know. Once I've got rid of this, we'll put them in properly, but it's just to make a little room for now. And that'll be critter, that'll be poke shell. Pip sweet, plug shell, poke shell. Grown up ones. On an 8, this has got to be on a 9, so that's got to be a higher priority. So they move them into the proper room first, and if the proper room doesn't want them, they go in here. And then in the proper room one, we can reduce that to, I would say, 6 for this size room. We can work it out. Auto wrangle the surplus, they will go in here. We just leave that on 20. And we'll sweep out the crap. But there is an issue. There is a problem, Captain. We need to get the eggs out of here because they will get angry and attack our dupes. So yeah. We'll probably have another conveyor loader in here. We'll just attach it to that. That'll sort that problem out. We could put a filter in, but there's no point. It's literally just got to go to there and drop in here if there's an egg. Why they don't get angry. Why are you taking eggshell when this is designed to take eggshell? Supposed to take it. Now, the sweeper's not putting the egg in because some dupe has got the job for that. I'm going to change that priority to a 1. We've got to leave that as a high priority. Yeah, Catalina got the job to put that in there. The sweeper wouldn't do it. That's ridiculous. You've got to leave that a high priority, otherwise the egg doesn't get hugged. We'll get hugged in the morning anyway. So far so good. I will set a little sweep order on here. Something in there we can't empty. When it's done, I think it's just it's the salt water. I think all the other bottles have been done. Yeah. Well, it's still pumping gas. Yeah, I thought it was a bit of a, waste to run it for so long. I was getting dupes, just not having anything to do. And this is quite good, because having that filter in the hydrogen, every time it pumps a different gas in, it pushes it out pretty fast. Either pushing it out or deleting it. I'm not entirely sure if that's happening. You could use that mechanism, I think, in a certain build. This might take a while. It's down to milligrams now, though, so it is working. It's getting there. I think the top one has pumped out a lot of the polluted oxygen. It's mostly pumping normal oxygen now, which is good. Are you not able to pump out because that's in polluted oxygen? What? What's going on here? No, it's pumping. An oxygen by the tiny amounts, but it is pumping. As long as they're both going, that's fine. And we should be getting more and more gas now. Loads of it. We'll put another one in, I think. Just to save some up. Might as well. We'll rip these out once we've built our proper system in. And we'll put a little tiny dot there. So these guys need some more. I haven't eaten the last lot yet. They seem to be doing okay. Press that symbol. Yeah, I want to send these somewhere as well when they're harvested, the plastic and that. They've been moved. What are they doing? They put some in here? No, I don't think you put any more in, have they? Good. I'm pleased. So far, so good. I do want to redo the oxygen, so I'll have a look at some ideas for that. The next one. This is pumping away tiny amounts, milligrams. We can't start this. It's so frustrating. It's all built and ready to go, but we can't use it until it's been cooled. Wow, they are really They're efficient, aren't they? Crikey. Saltwater geyser. No, I don't want to. I want the actual saltwater. Empty. Cancel sweeping. Just empty it. Yeah, I heard you can overclock these vents and things now, so I'd like to look into that, see how that's done. Don't know anything about it yet, so that'll be interesting. Bring this ladder up. I think we'll replace these first. Just to keep the heat in here for our pincher plant farm, which is going to eat some of this polluted water for us. Now, that's 3 hours. I think I will go and have some lunch and watch a movie or something. And I will see you all later. Thank you for coming.